Hi, this is Pam Pose. I'm teaching internet research skills and I wanted to talk about Twitter. So Twitter is really designed to be used from portable devices like smartphones, and you need applications to do that. However, you also can use Twitter from any web browser. To get to Twitter, you just enter twitter.com or Google it. It should come right up. This is the main Twitter screen. There's all sorts of information here. You can see what is trending, meaning this is what people are tweeting about, and then their top tweets. This is where you would want to sign up for a Twitter account. Twitter can actually be useful for doing research, but you really do need to have that account because the best way to find information on Twitter is by following people who are experts or posting good information. And to do this, you really need to set up an account. This also allows you to save certain searches that you have entered so that you don't have to enter them again every single time. So now let's take a look at my account in Twitter. This is my Twitter homepage. I'm logged in, and so this is where if I go to Twitter, this is where I end up. You can see it's I have my account under my name, so I'm fairly easy to find. This is my timeline or my Twitter stream, and these are people I'm following, and they're posting all sorts of different information. You can see there are just a few people posted here, but I am actually following 187 people. That's not actually that big. And I have 50 people following me. Following people and looking at who they're following and people who follow them is really the best way to find other people that you want to follow, which is what you do to find good information on Twitter. If you have just started, though, and sort of don't know what to do or who to follow, what you're going to want to probably do is start out with a search. So I'm going to do a search for Web 2.0 in Twitter and see what comes up. So these are my results. As you can see, you never know what you're going to find, but a really good option here is actually to look at tweets with links, because these are people posting to outside content on the web rather than this is what I had for dinner, which is what some people tweet about. So what I'm going to look through here is for people who seem to have mentioned something that is would be useful to me. This one actually looks pretty good. What I want to do is click on that person's name. You want to look for people who have tweeted a fair amount, and you can look at who they are following and who their followers are. By doing this, this is how you find other people who would be useful to you. So I'm going to actually click on who they're following and see what I get. There are nice little descriptions here. You never know. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to click on this, see what I find. I'm going to click View Full Profile because I want to get a better look at what they're posting. This looks pretty useful, so I just click Follow, and I'm all set. Then again, I want to look at who they are following and who is following them. So it's pretty easy to keep going and see if there's anything useful. That's got Chinese characters, so I'm guessing that's not going to be that useful to me. And let's see. This looks like it might be useful. Again, I'm just going to click following. So you can see how easy it is to find a whole bunch of people to follow on Facebook. The other thing you can do is search for a particular hashtag. People use hashtags to talk about specific things. So this was the hashtag for a particular conference. So I'm going to look at anyone who used that and see if there's anyone that I want to follow in here. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to click follow. They were actually the people who sponsored the conference. And then the last thing that you may want to do actually is go to a search engine that specializes in searching for tweets. So I'm going to do again Web 2.0. And you either can look for people to follow or you can search in the tweets. So that's a good way to find information.